Friends, a piece of news has arrived. Not in any major newspaper, not as breaking news on any news channel, but in every major intelligence office in the world. In Washington, in Tel Aviv, in Beijing, in Moscow. This one statement has caused a storm. Kim Jong Un, the leader of North Korea, considered the most dangerous man in the world, has said something. And what he said was just 12 words. But those 12 words changed the entire geopolitics of the world overnight. The question is not whether a third war will happen. The question is, has that trigger already been pulled? And most importantly, where does India stand in all of this? That's what we'll understand in today's video. My name is Saurabh, and you're watching The Dollar Archive. If you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe, because the news that mainstream media hides, we tell it here. And let me know in the comments. Which city in India are you watching from today? The story begins in Iran. A war is ongoing between Iran and its enemies. The world's eyes were fixed there. And then, a statement came from North Korea. Kim Jong Un said, "There will be no compromise on the safety of North Korean citizens present in Iran. If even one North Korean citizen is harmed, North Korea will enter this war without delay." That's it. That's all he said. But the bomb those words dropped was no less than any missile. Now the question arises, what are North Koreans doing in Iran? This is not tourism. This is not a cultural program. North Korea doesn't send its citizens abroad for leisure. Whoever is in a foreign country from North Korea, they're on a specific government mission. The relationship between North Korea and Iran is not new. It's a deal that's decades old. Iran needed advanced weapons, ballistic missile technology, everything that Western sanctions prevented it from buying. North Korea needed foreign currency, oil, and a friend who didn't care about the Western world. Both needed each other. Both came together. And this relationship has grown so deep that Iran's ballistic missiles contain North Korean technology. Iran's drones are built on North Korean blueprints. The weapons hitting targets across the Middle East and stunning the Western world. They didn't arrive by miracle. They came from a hidden partnership that quietly built itself over years. Now think. When Kim Jong Un said, "My citizens are there," he wasn't just talking about people. He was saying, "My weapons are there. My technology is there. My investment is there." In the intelligence world, there's a term, tripwire. A tripwire is not a weapon. It's a condition. Like, lay a thin wire in a jungle. Whoever touches it, a bomb goes off. That's exactly what Kim Jong Un did. Without firing a single missile, he laid a tripwire in front of the world. The condition is, one North Korean citizen's death equals North Korea enters the war. Now whenever Israel or America attacks Iran, they first have to think, is there a North Korean engineer in this building? And if the answer is yes, and the attack happens, they won't just be fighting Iran, they'll be fighting a nuclear-armed country, one that has never made an empty threat. Friends, now understand the real game. An alliance has formed in the world, one that the West underestimated for years. Russia, plus China, plus Iran, plus North Korea. This is not a new friendship. It is a calculated strategy. Each country brings something to this alliance. Russia, military power and dominance over Europe. China, money, production, and the world's largest economy. Iran, the gateway to the Middle East, control of the Strait of Hormuz. North Korea, weapons at scale, no questions asked, no conditions. And this isn't just on paper. North Korean artillery shells have been found on Ukrainian battlefields. Western intelligence agencies have reported this themselves. So when Kim Jong Un said, "If my citizens are touched, we will all come," he wasn't speaking alone. He was speaking on behalf of the entire alliance. Now a question that must be on all your minds. How does any of this affect India? It affects India greatly. And here's why. First, oil. India is the world's third largest oil importer. A significant share of oil passing through the Strait of Hormuz comes to India. If that route closes, petrol, diesel, cooking gas, everything becomes expensive overnight. Second, Indian workers. Millions of Indians work in the Middle East, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, everywhere. If war breaks out, their lives are at risk, and the money they send home. That stops too. Third, India's diplomatic position. India has good relations with Russia, with Iran too, and with America too. if the world splits into two camps. And that decision will not be easy. Now the world faces three paths. Path 1. Peace. Back channel talks happen. North Korean citizens are moved away from danger zones. The world breathes a sigh of relief. Possible, but very difficult. Path 2. Containment. The war continues, but everyone stays cautious. They approach the tripwire but don't trigger it. Also possible, but wars involve mistakes, and one mistake is enough. Path 3. Escalation. One strike, one wrong location, one North Korean name on the casualty list, and then North Korea enters the war. Fire on the Korean peninsula, America on two fronts, China cornered, Hormuz closed, 20% of the world's oil gone overnight. Oil prices through the roof, stock markets crash, supply chains break, and gold, which those who were smart enough bought in time, becomes their real asset. Friends, history doesn't make an appointment. It breaks down the door without warning. And those who were prepared, who could read the signs while others were asleep, they are the ones who survive. Kim Jong Un's statement is a sign. This is not a rumor. This is not a Hollywood story. North Korean citizens are in Iran right now. A war is happening right now. Attacks are happening right now. And the clock is ticking. The question is not whether this is dangerous. The question is, are you ready? If this video made you think differently, make sure to like it and share it, because this information should reach every Indian. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Will a third world war happen? Subscribe, because in the next video, we'll talk about what India's real strategy should be in all of this. See you in the next video.